Hey everyone, Presty over here with some Langrisser Mobile. I just woke up and we got some new summons. Also, there is a new 3-cost skill, I believe. I think it's, yeah, for Faraqua. So Faraqua can get Demon Within. Let's see, this hero soldiers are switched with enemies. Hero soldiers, enemy soldiers change effect is cancelled. Okay, so it's got the neat thing about this is you could forcibly swap a tank's soldiers to be like a class that's vulnerable, but not really sure about anything else about this. I mean, it only has it's technically an AOE skill, but it only can target one target. So I don't know how I feel about it. That's okay. Fortunately, Farrakh was just a character I can't really mess with too much. I believe her swapping skill is negated by Landius's 3-cost ability, so that's why I don't use her. Anyway, there's also one new, yeah, Narm's exclusive equipment. Yeah, and one for Varash. So what's neat about Narm's unique item is it actually reduces the cooldown of her hero talent, which pretty much means if you have her at 6 stars, she can actually trigger it every round. It has 0 cooldown at that point. So in situations where you just need to lock some ground troops down, she can definitely do that. Because her mobility down is 3, which is pretty amazing. I'm probably not going to pick it up immediately. I haven't decided yet. The next few exclusive items that are going to be coming out are going to be pretty important, like Aka's staff and so forth. So a lot of stuff to look forward to. This particular month is actually probably the least exciting as far as new characters and new exclusives and new 3-cost skills. I believe next month I get like Deedlit's 3-cost skill. There'll be a new assassin, new healer support next month as well. I think the month after that, I think, is the Overlord stuff. And then beyond that, there's still there's new faction buff characters that I'll be able to pick up as well. But for right now, we got Crystal Prophecies, which has Sage of Yggdrasil and Helena. Helena's factions I don't even remember, but she does have Chivalry, so you can use her off faction. Her gimmick is I believe she can put down like crystals in her wake when she moves. And also she has the ability to like disable equipment, which is kind of interesting. Because I believe Helen is the first person that has that ability to just turn off equipment, which I'm guessing disables things like the immunities that you get from like an accessory and so forth. Against like monsters, like AI stuff, I believe it just does a raw debuff. Sage of Yggdrasil, or Sage of the Trees, which is I guess how they call him in this version. He's a faction buffer. So I believe he's faction buffer for I think it's here. Yeah, faction buffer for Mythical Realm. Yeah, as you can see, it's right there, which is kind of bad because it pretty much guarantees that I'm not ever going to get a female faction buffer for Mythical, which kind of sucks. What's going to be really even more annoying is Sage of the Trees is definitely going to show up in Apex. His gimmick is he has a ton of terrain effects where it will make it so anytime an ally attacks in his terrain, they actually get a move again. And for the opposing force, anyone that is mounted or has ignored terrain effects or terrain penalties gets their mobility drop. They essentially get their mobility dropped. Or it becomes essentially hindering terrain for them. So there's been like a lot of emphasis on like flyers, like Ares and so forth. That golden terrain that he puts out will actually hinder flyers and so forth. So it becomes it actually heavily it's a heavy counter against high mobility. So it's definitely something to be aware of, and also his cooldowns are pretty low, I think. So you can just spam some of his AOE's to just place a bunch of that terrain. So it's a bit of a pain. Anyway, I think I'm 30 summons into my pity, but I don't remember. Because I tried to get another Rosalia, I think, before it wore off, but was not successful. So let's just dive right in and see what happens. From what I know, Sage of Yggdrasil does not have any, is not a bond requirement for anyone, not even like characters upcoming. So I don't really need him. And Helena, I'll probably just pick up for collection purposes. All right, so dive right in. Boop. There are no SRs I need anymore, so it's just going to be looking for that familiar trigger. Yeah, looks like we're gonna hit pity. But compared to Genshin Impact's summons, it's not the worst. Genshin Impact's far worse when it comes to summons, because there's a good chance you'll just get weapons instead that you don't need. So I'm not sure if it was exactly pity, because I don't remember exactly how far I was, but it was either 80 or pity right there, so awesome. Okay. Awesome, so we got Helena. Alright, Iron Wall Knight leader, a brave and fearless female knight who lives to pursue justice. I think she's only part of the mobile storyline. I don't think she's actually part of any of the other games, but I'm not entirely certain. Same thing for Sage of Yggdrasil. So, yep, here we are. And her other skin is some Oni Blade stuff. Alright. In any case, let's do this. Quick level up. Thank you. And then her classes. She's both sides are cavalry. She's all cavalry all the time. I'm not sure which one's better, so I might look that up real quick. But she does have some unique abilities. Yeah, so this one, it nullifies enemy accessory skills, which could be pretty cool. And the effect can't be dispelled. And if it's a non-player, it just reduces their increases their damage taken. After taking action, deal 10% AoE damage to all enemies within a 1 ring radius. Has a 25% chance to nullify equipment skills, excluding max HP effects, for 2 turns. Got Route, and here's Chivalry. So pretty neat stuff. Her unique ability is after every one block move, damage is increased by a certain percentage. If there are no friendly units within 2 blocks, defense is increased. After taking action, all blocks you pass through is turned into Crystal Radiance for 1 round. When enemy players move to this block after taking action, there's a 50% chance to be afflicted with a random equipment skill nullification effect, excluding max HP. Last 2 turns, when the target is not a player, it just does a random debuff. And then when passing through a friendly Crystal Radiance effect, mobility is not consumed, not effective with move again. When moving, can pass through enemy units. So I guess in some ways she can be kind of a counter against Sage of the Trees. Unfortunately, since she's cavalry, she can't exactly just run through the terrain because she'll be hindered, but she'll gradually remove the crystals, or remove the terrain and replace it with crystals, I think. I do kind of like the mobility is not consumed. I think it's not. Yeah, I'm not entirely certain how it works. It definitely seems kind of interesting. I've only in the few videos I've been watching of Apex on the Chinese server, I've only seen Helena in one box, and she wasn't used at all. So I've not really seen her in PvP. I don't. The problem is there's just so many good characters. There's not. It's hard to find room. Anyway, let me be right back. Alright, Strike Master has higher attack, while Royal Knight has better HP and defenses. So I'll probably do Strike Master, because you generally want to use her for attacking. Alright, so let's just dive right in. Also, her starting skill is just Onrush, nothing too fancy. Class. Alright, so what I'll probably end up doing is I'm just going to show the dialogue for the changing classes, and then I'll probably cut the video and do the rest off screen, since it just takes forever to do all these clicks and animations. So we'll dive right in. I'm going to start on this side, and then after we do this upgrade, I'll cut it, and when we're done, we'll be set as Strike Masters. There we go. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay. Apparently there's actually multiple dialogue lines for class changes, so there's a few that were missed. That's okay. Yeah, here's one of them. Alright. So we'll do this last bit here. Knight and Fighter. Then we'll take a look at troops and all that. Since there's only one new character, I don't really have to worry about running out of class supplies. Red, Hero, and Master. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been actually buying gold with my guild currency. And it actually hasn't really hindered me any. Alright. Just gonna do this real quick. There we go. There we go. Mastery done. Don't think I have anything too special to give her. Wow, that was actually a good roll. Wow. Not gonna be using you, but these aren't bad. Yeah, these are actually really good rolls for SR enchants. Just doing standard offense build. That's better. Okay. Pretty sure that second one's supposed to be crit damage. But that's okay. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and enchant her up. Get all that taken care of. We'll go back to that in a second. Not bad with the enchant so far. Okay. And then there we go. All right. Now that's a start at least. Equipment. Let's see what it's gonna give me. Ugh. All right. Spirit boots can be used by cavalry. That's actually not bad. I might let her have spirit boots. The reason why they have brazen chance is because I used them on Sakura for certain fights. Alright, well, obviously you're gonna have this. Airless battle armor is actually probably the best for her, but I'm gonna, until I have a spare one, I'm actually gonna hold on to that for Albedo in the future. So for now, let's just swap over to Bloodline. And Vampire Mask might be the best for her right now. Chief Element's not terrible. Yeah, I think she can have Vampire Mask, that's fine. Alright. Yeah, Spirit Boots. I really considered it. It's my only Spirit Boots, though. Sure, let's go Breeze for now. I don't like relying on RNG, though. Yeah, actually I'll just leave the enchants as is, that's fine. Soldier-wise, we do have access to Angels and Bone Dinos. My Bone Dinos are not fully built. So honestly, Angels will probably be your best bet until you get Bone Dinos upgraded. Alright, and then her Awakening. Which I can't look up right now, so never mind. I can't even. Oh wait, preview. There it is. Crystal Blossom attacks a single enemy for 160% damage. after battle nullifies weapon skills, which is pretty amazing. Cannot be dispelled. When the target is not a hero, just debuffs debuffs damage. After battle, deal 20% AoE damage to all enemies within 2 blocks. Terrain hit is affected with Crystal Radiance effect for 1 round. This effect is the same as the talent effect. And whenever terrain spawns, it triggers immediately, so this would potentially cause them to be suffer some more random equipment disables, which is pretty neat. So pretty cool stuff there. Alright. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at our bonds. Oh, and this month it was Charlinka's Confession was available. Naturally, she pretty much more or less takes you as a servant instead. What are the requirements? Intimacy, 5 wins within the arena. That's the annoying one. Get Royal Knight. Do Old Nightmare with Brenda's help, and then show fealty with Varash. So you need Varash and Brenda to fully max her out. So with all that said and done, let's actually use a bunch of the. Sorry about that, clicked off screen. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna use a bunch of these. Alright. One more. Do it. There you go. Okay. So I won't be able to fully do our heart bond yet. Because unfortunately I don't have that many spare challenges for Gate of Fates right now. So I'm not gonna, I don't think I'll be able to do her I don't think I'll be able to do her awakening this video. What I'll probably do is do Farrakha, but let me go ahead and level this up. I'll do it off screen, be right back. Jeez, the delay between just every click on this thing, this menu is annoying. But upgrade her as much as I can. The only possible thing I could do right now with Helena. Oh, by the way, the new Halloween skin is out. Actually, I think it's cheaper now, which is nice, because I think originally it was over 200 tickets to get this skin, but it's only around 100 now. Alright, so yeah, Helena is still, I mean, her big issue right now is her bonds aren't all the way done. Also, she needs a better helmet. We'll try that in a bit. So for right now, let's go ahead and go to Farrakha. Check out her awakening. What's her animation? Yep, you said it. Alright, let's come here and try this sweet alluring poison. Queen's honey. Alright, so no chivalry. Sun Slash. Standard Livity kit. Okay, that's workable. Is there anything I want to swap in? Plunger, attack, intimidate, maneuver. And I'm just using snare. Okay, you know what? I'm okay with that. Alright. So usually the best trick for these types of combats is just to let them come to you if you can pull it off. So she can get to here and do an AoE to there. So we'll fall back. You can stay there. Nice, I got a breeze proc. Alright. I need to move you a space. We'll put you back here. That should be enough. There we go. Alright. So I'm trying to think of how clever I can be here. So I can't do anything with Lewin right now. I can switch over, I can transform into cavalry. Problem of course is the Amazon champions. So what we're gonna do for right now is do this. And go this way. Try to get as many bombs up as possible. Okay, so 3 bombs are up. He's down. So I kind of want to. I'm tempted to try to swap with Farrakha, and that'll put her in range of Lewin. Not sure if there'll be a huge difference though. But I also want to deal with these dragoons as soon as possible. So let's deal with the dragoons. This what does it? Reduces mobility and unable to guard. Okay, not a huge deal. I'll just completely deal with you. Yeah, that wasn't gonna be enough. That's alright. And I can try dealing with you. I have it's infantry, but I do have spears as troops. Awesome. Alright, stole some buffs, not a big deal. There we go. Alright, we're good to go. I'll go ahead and just deal with that. So now you can't heal. Put bombs on both of you. I'm gonna steal your buffs. I should have used Sun Slash earlier, but that's alright. Okay, dead. And then I could go around this way. No damage. Alright. Still relatively safe. Yeah, it's unfortunately this guy's defense is too high for me to act. Well, it's too high for me to harm for a bit. But that's okay. Alright, so now we have our 3-cost skill. Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about the 3-cost skill. The enemy soldiers, I don't know if it copies type or if it actually swaps soldiers. I really don't know. Like, can I just have weak soldiers and then swap them? I don't know. Because like, it's not very clear. The other issue is, since it's a 3-cost skill, you would have to drop a 2-cost skill to make room for it, and you kind of need all of this. Yeah, because you generally, the way you use Farragut, for those of you that actually use her in PvP, is you would use Maneuver to displace the tank. And you also use things like Plunder to bypass any further guards after that. So, I don't know. You know what? Actually, I can go without the... Actually, I have to drop both 2-cost skills. So I would have to drop all of this, take Demon Within, and then take Sly Stride, I guess. It's either that or I take Boost or something. Sly Stride's more mobility, I guess. Yeah, it is what it is. Alright, so that'll be it for that. So let's go ahead and try Helena. I don't think I'll be able to pull it off. My Helena is just not strong enough. But there's been upsets before. Alright, not bad, but let's take this instead. Cannot be dispelled. Nullifies accessory. Increases damage taken by 30%. So do I want stuns? Well, the stun gets applied after the combat, so let's not do that. We'll do this. Okay, and then equipment-wise, we're just going to borrow someone's gear. We can borrow... We'll borrow Sharlinka's helmet. And her sword. So now I have all this extra stuff. Alright, 5889. Power, it may not be enough. Yeah, the enchants are a bit weak. Let's see if we can make that a little bit better. Well, that is technically better. Maxed out Ent. Alright, that's slightly better. That'll do. That should help. Okay. And let's go ahead and try her out. So, Awakening. I don't care if it's humans or Crimsonians. If you're going to hurt them, try surviving this first. I'll try. Alright, Assassin. Ninjutsu. Knight of Mystery. And Lucia. Okay. Yeah, I might not be able to do this. Let's see. I mean, the saving grace is the fact I can, maneuver a bit, but for right now, let's fall back and let them come to us. Because I don't want Knight of Mystery coming anywhere near me. Okay. Oh, should be safe. So we'll go here. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, also Helena can move through units. I forgot about that. Vulnerable. Yeah, this is not looking good. I'm just not quite strong enough. Yep, I can't do it. Not with her current stats. Alright, let's back out. I tried. Well, okay, why is it thinking so hard about exiting? Yeah, even with Sholinka's gear, it's just not quite enough. But that's alright. I'll just continue that off screen. Anyway, nothing too much else to talk about as far as updates are concerned, so I'll see you guys later. Well, I guess I'll do this properly. I'm the Depressed Eeyore, this was Langrisser Mobile. See you guys next time.